So what you have to remember, first entry is for receiving the contract price, second entry is for meeting the expenses. If any expenses which is incurred by the joint venture, so you have to record it as by joint venture account expenses. So we have to prepare all these three accounts, that is joint venture account, venturers account as well as joint bank account. It may be either net profit or net loss that has to be shared among the co-venturers, that is the parties in the joint venture. Hello everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. Today we are in the second session of Unit 1, that is joint venture. So my dear students, now we shall quickly recall what we have discussed in a previous session. So in a previous session, we have learned what is the meaning of joint venture. So I have told you, so joint venture is nothing but it is a temporary partnership where two or more parties come together and they undertake a particular type of business activity, and after the completion of that activity or a particular period, so here the joint venture comes to an end. So I have given an example and I have explained you what is the meaning of joint venture in detail in your previous session. Next, what are the features of joint venture? So we have clearly discussed what are the features of joint venture. Then accounts prepared in joint venture. So what are the accounts that has to be prepared in joint venture? That is mainly three accounts we have to prepare. So the first account is joint venture account, joint venture account, and the second account is venturers account, venturers account, and the third account is joint bank account, joint bank account. So these are the main three accounts that has to be prepared during joint venture or in joint venture. So we have to prepare all these three accounts, that is joint venture account, venturers account as well as joint bank account. Next, difference between joint venture and partnership. So we have learned what is the difference between joint venture as well as partnership firm. Next, difference between joint venture and consignment. So what are the main difference? As I have told you, this is a very important question. You might get a question on difference between joint venture as well as consignment. So these are the few topics which we have discussed in a previous session. In today's session, we shall see what are the accounts prepared in joint venture. So as I have already told you, so these are the three accounts to be prepared, that is joint venture account, next is venturers account, next is joint bank account. So this is a three accounts that has to be prepared in joint venture. Now let us see the format one by one. So what is the format of joint venture account? So format of joint venture account, so it is same as, your format remains same as that of ledger account, that is particulars, debit side and credit side, particulars rupees and particulars rupees in the credit side. Now what you are going to record in your joint venture account? So first you will record the contract price received in the joint venture. So what is the contract price received? So what is the entry? By joint bank account, contract price received in cash. So first you will record all the contract price which has been received. So it might be received in cash, or it might be received in shares, or it might be received in the form of debentures. So first you will record on which way they have received the contract price. So if it is received in cash, by joint bank account, contract price received in cash. In the same way, if it is received in shares, then how do you record? By shares account, contract price received in shares. And third is, if the contract price is received in the form of debentures, then by debentures account, contract price received in debentures. So this is your first entry. First record the contract price received. So if it is received in cash, right? If it is received in cash as by joint bank account, or if it is received in shares, you will write by shares account, or if it is received in the form of debentures, by debentures account. Next, your second entry will be for the expenses incurred. That is expenses incurred in the joint venture. So, of course, in business, it's common that we incur certain expenses, right? In the same way, in joint venture, if any expenses is incurred, you are going to write it as to joint bank account, expenses met by the firm. So, if it is met by the firm, then to joint bank account. If it is met by the venturer, then you will record it as to venturer account. If it is met by the co-venturers, then you will record it as to co-venturers account, expenses met by the co-venturer. So, your second entry is for expenses met in a joint venture. So, if it is met by the joint venture, entry will be different, or if it is met by the co-venturer, entry will be different, or if it is met by the firm, the entry will be different. So, this is your second entry. Next, if any material has been sold or unused material has been sold, for that you have to record the entry, that is by joint bank account, unused material sold. So, there may be certain. So, we are going to prepare at the conclusion of this joint venture. So, if any material or unused material has been sold, so we have to record the entry by joint bank account. In the same way, there are certain situations where material will be taken over by the co-venturers or venturer. So, in that situation, so if unused material is taken over by the venturer, then by venturer account. If it's taken over by the co-venturer, by co-venturer's account. So, your third entry is for material taken over. Clear? So, first entry is for what? That is for receiving the contract price. Second entry is for meeting the expenses. Third entry is for if any unused material, it may be taken over or it may be sold in the co-venture or in the joint venture. So, for that we have to record the entry. So, this is the third step. Next, what you have to do, if any asset or if any share or if anything which is sold. So, if it is sold at loss, for that we have to record the entry, that is the fourth entry. So, if any share or if the share is sold at loss, then we have to record it as to loss on sale of share. Clear? So, these are the entries that comes under joint venture. So, what you have to remember, first entry is for receiving the contract price, second entry is for meeting the expenses. So, you have to see whether it is met by whom. So, depending upon that, we have to record the entry. Next, if any unsold material or unused material which has been sold, for that we have to record the entry. In the same way, if that unused material is taken over by any of the venturer or co-venturer, for that we have to record the entry. Next, at last, if any share or if anything which is sold on loss, so we have to write it as to loss on sale of share. That is, if the share is sold on loss. Next, we will balance both the side, and if the credit side is more than debit side, it means what? As usual, it is net profit. So, here the balancing figure will be net profit or net loss. Whereas, if the debit side is more than credit side, then it is what? Net loss. Now, it may be either net profit or net loss that has to be shared among the co-venturers, that is the parties in the joint venture. Hope you are clear with joint venture account. Now come to the next account, that is venturers account. It is same as partners capital account, whereas I have told you in the beginning itself, this joint venture account is nothing but it is similar to profit and loss account. So here this joint venture account is similar to profit and loss account, where we are going to prepare in order to ascertain the net profit or net loss. Now coming to the venturers account, it is similar to partners capital account in the partnership firm. So here also, if there are two venturers, so you are going to draw column for two venturers. For example, A and B are parties in the joint venture, so they are called as co-venturers. So here you will have column for A and B. In the same way, in the credit side also column for A and B. Now what you are going to record in venturers account? So first, what you will record? So what is the amount deposited by the co-venturer? So as I told, it's a temporary partnership where the venturer have to invest some amount, right? So that amount will be invested in a bank account which is known as joint bank account. Clear? Now this is for depositing the amount that is deposited by the co-venturers in the joint bank account. In the same way, we have already recorded the expenses. expenses in joint venture account, record that expenses. If that expenses which is incurred by whom? By the venturer. So if any expenses which is incurred by the joint venture, so you have to record it as by joint venture account expenses. So, and in the same way, we have to transfer the profit. That is, we have already prepared the joint venture account. So, the balancing figure will be either profit or loss. So, that profit has to be transferred. Next, if any cash bought in, then it has to be recorded. Okay, that is in the credit side. Now, coming to the debit side, in joint venture, if they incur loss, so as I told, either it will be profit or loss. So, if it is loss, so we have to record in the debit side. Next, if any asset is taken over by any of the venturer, so we have to write to joint venture account. So, this is for what? Asset taken over. And the balancing figure will be what? So, the balancing figure will be transferred to joint bank account. So, joint bank account. So, this is the third entry in the debit side. So, if any amount that has to be, so the balancing figure has to be transferred to joint bank account. Here also it is transferred to joint bank account, the balancing figure. So you'll clearly understand when we solve a problem on joint venture. Now coming to last account, that is joint bank account. So what you are going to write, if you are familiar in entering entries in joint venture account and venturer's account, it is very easy to prepare joint bank account. So this is a format of joint bank account: debit side particulars amount and credit side particulars and amount. So you will, in the credit side, you will record all the expenses. Next, if any cash paid or if any cash paid by the co-venturer, whereas in the debit side, contract price received, next material sold, and venturers as well as co-venturers, if any income is received. So each and everything, so whatever the entry you have already recorded in joint venture account as well as co-venturers account, same will be transferred to joint bank account. So this is a format of joint bank account. So these are the accounts that has to be prepared under joint venture. So the first account is joint venture account, second is co-venturers account, that is venturers account, and the third account is joint bank account. Now we shall go through a problem so that you can clearly understand what that has to be or how we have to maintain accounts in joint venture. Now go through the problem here. Guru and Raju. So this is a question paper problem. Guru and Raju undertake jointly the construction of a shopping complex at Mysore for Mega Mala Limited. Now who are the parties? That is, Guru and Raju are the parties, and they have come together and they have undertaken a joint venture. So what is a venture? That is in order to build or in order to construct a shopping complex at Mysore. The contract price is agreed at rupees 20 lakh. So they have given the contract price, that is, contract is what? That is construction of a shopping complex at Mysore. So they have given the contract price, how much? 20 lakh, payable in cash rupees 18 lakh and the balance in fully paid debentures. So how this 20 lakh has to be paid? 18 lakh in the form of cash and remaining 2 lakh. So remaining 2 lakh in the form of debentures, whereas 18 lakh in the form of cash. 18 lakh in the form of cash, and the total contract price is how much? 20 lakh. So 20 lakh is a contract price, out of which 18 lakh has to be paid in the form of cash and 2 lakh in the form of debentures. And the balance in fully paid debentures of the contracting company, each of the value rupees 100. That is, debenture value should be rupees 100. A bank account was opened in their joint names, to which Guru contributed rupees 5 lakh and Raju rupees 3 lakh. So for this purpose, they have opened a joint bank account where Guru has contributed how much? 5 lakh and Raju contributed 3 lakh. Now in this first para, what you got the information? Who are the venturers, that is Guru and Raju, and they have undertaken or they have come together in order to conduct a particular type of business, that is construction of shopping complex at Mysore. So the total contract price is 20 lakh, out of which 18 lakh is paid in the form of cash and 2 lakh will be paid in the form of debentures of rupees 100 each. And for this purpose, they have opened a joint bank account for which Guru contributed 5 lakh and Raju contributed 3 lakh. The following costs were incurred in completing the construction, that is rupees 18 lakh was paid by Mega Mala Limited. So the following costs were incurred. So the cost is how much? That is 18 lakh and it is paid by whom? Mega Mala Limited. From time to time as progress payments, the debenture were allotted on completion of the project. Let us see what are the expenses they have incurred. Material purchased and paid from joint bank account 6,50,000. So here they have purchased a material purchased and paid from joint bank account. So they have paid from joint bank account. Next, material supplied by Guru. So here these are the expenses. Material supplied by Guru 54,000. Wages paid from joint bank account, how much? 5,24,000. Architect fee paid by Raju 50,000. General expenses paid from joint bank account 2,22,000. The venture was closed by Raju taking over the debenture. Now Raju has taken over the debenture at an agreed price of 1,60,000. So here the total debenture is 2 lakh, but he has taken over that debenture for 1,60,000, right? So the total debenture is 2 lakh, but he has taken over for 1,60,000. So it means what? It is loss. Loss of how much? It is 40,000. So loss is 40,000. 2 lakh minus 1,60,000. So loss is 40,000. Next, and Guru taking over the remaining stock of rupees 30,000. So Guru has taken remaining stock for rupees 30,000, prepared joint bank account, joint venture account, Mega Mala account and debenture account. So these are the ledger accounts that has to be prepared. Now, hope you are clear with the question. So they have given the contract price, they have how they have contributed, they have opened a joint bank account and they have given certain expenses which is incurred both by joint bank account as well as the venturers, that are parties of that particular joint venture. Next, they have given what? Some debenture or debenture is taken by one party as well as stock is taken over by other party, and they have asked us to prepare certain accounts. Now, first accounts to be prepared is what? That is joint venturer account. So, how we are going to prepare the joint venture account? So, we shall directly go through the solution. First, we shall prepare the joint venture account. Now, as I told, so your format remains same, particulars amount in the debit side and particulars amount in the credit side. So, first we shall record the contract price received, right? So, as I told, it may be received in the form of cash or it may be received in the form of shares or it may be received in the form of debentures. But in this question, how they have received? So, how they have received? 18 lakh which has been received in the form of cash and 2 lakh which is received in the form of debentures. So, we shall record that. So, by joint bank account. So, why you are debiting joint bank account? Because here the contract price has been received. So, joint bank account data to joint venture account. So, your entry will be by joint bank account, contract price received in cash. So, first we shall record in cash. So, cash we have received 18 lakh. Clear? Next, on the form of debentures. So, how do you write? By debentures account, contract price received in debentures. So, how much? 2 lakh. Clear about the first entry? That is receiving of contract price. So, as I told, it may be received in the form of cash or in the form of debentures or in the form of shares. So, here in this problem, they have received 18 lakh in the form of cash. So, you will write by joint bank account, and if it is received in the form of debentures, so by debenture account, contract price received in debentures. Next, your second entry is for what? Recording the expenses. So, expenses which is received in the joint or expenses which has incurred in the joint venture. Now, go through the expenses here. Material purchased and paid from joint bank. So it is an expenses which is incurred by joint venture. So you don't take the parties of joint venture. So you take the expenses of joint venture only. Next, material supplied by Guru. So whether we have to take here? No. Why? Because it is undertaken by the party, that is Guru, right? So we shouldn't take here. Next, wages paid from joint bank account. So we have to take 5,24,000. Next, architect fee paid by Raju. So he is a party, so no need to take. Next, general expenses paid from joint bank, 2,20,000. So we have to take all these three where we are going to record in joint bank account. So how do we write? Two joint bank account. So materials 6,50,000, wages 5,24,000, general expenses 2,22,000. So when you total, you'll get 13,96,000. So your second entry is what? Expenses which is incurred from joint bank. Only that expenses you will take first. Okay. Next see. So now we have to take the expenses which is incurred by whom? By the parties. So material supplied by Guru. So Guru is a venturer, right? So we have to take that. Material supplied by Guru in the sense what? It is an expense. So how do you record? That is to Guru's account material supplied. So what is the amount? 54,000. Next, in the same way here also, architect fee paid by Raju. So how do you record? To Raju's account, architect fee paid 50,000. Hope you are clear with this expenses. So first we will record the expenses which is incurred by the joint bank. Next we will record the expenses which is incurred by the parties, that is venturers. So we have recorded the expenses which is incurred by the venturers. Next what you have to do? See this, the venture was closed by Raju taking over the debenture at an agreed price of 1,60,000. Now here what happens? So you are not going to record the entry for debenture taken over. Instead what you will do? So you will record you will write the difference, that is loss on sale of or loss on debenture. So here the value of debenture was how much? 2 lakh, out of which 1,60,000. So on which amount he has taken over? On 1,60,000. It means what? Rupees 40,000 is loss. So record that amount. That is 2 loss on debenture. So how do you get 40,000? 2 lakh minus 1,60,000. So that is 2 loss on debenture. Next, here see the question. Again they have told, and Guru taking over the remaining stock at rupees 30,000. So here an asset has been taken over by a venturer. So how do you record? By Guru's account, stock taken over. How much stock taken over? 30,000. So we are done with all the entries. So first what you have recorded? First we have recorded the contract price received. So it may be in the form of cash, or it may be in the form of shares, or it may be in the form of debentures. So we have recorded the contract price. Next we have to record entry for expenses incurred. So the expenses may be incurred by the joint bank or by the co-venturers or the venturers. So we have to record that. Next, loss on debenture. So we have recorded the loss on debenture. So the value of debenture was 2 lakh, but it was taken over for rupees 1,60,000. In the sense what? 40,000 is loss. Next what we have recorded? For stock taken over by a venturer. That is by Guru's account, stock taken over. Now as usual we have to balance both the side. So here what happens? So in the debit side, you will get a balancing figure of 4,90,000. Whereas credit side is more, how much? 2,30,000. Whereas debit side, you will get a balancing figure of how much? 4,90,000. So if the credit side is more than debit side, then what does it mean? It is profit. So that profit has to be distributed among the venturers in their agreed ratio. Now the profit is 4,90,000. So this is what? This is net profit. So suppose if the debit side was more than credit side, it means what? Net loss. Now this net profit has to be transferred to the venturers in the agreed ratio. Now who are the venturers here? Guru and Raju. What is the profit? 4,90,000 into, so they have not given the ratio directly. So they have told they are going to distribute their profit and losses equally, that is 1:1 ratio. So divide this 4,90,000 into 1 divided by 2. So you'll get 2,45,000. In the same way, Raju, 4,90,000 into 1 divided by 2, 2,45,000. So this is a simple way to calculate your joint venture account or to prepare joint venture account. And the second account to be prepared is venturers account. So as I told, this is similar to your partner's capital account. So in your debit side particulars, who are the venturers here? Guru and Raju. In the same way, credit side particulars, Guru and Raju. Now what you are going to do? So we have to see or we have to record in the credit side for the amount deposited in the joint bank account. So what is the amount which has been deposited in the joint bank account by each of the venturers? Now go through the question here. Here they have told in joint bank account was opened and each venturer has contributed 5 lakh and Raju contributed 3 lakh. So here Guru contributed 5 lakh and Raju contributed 3 lakh. So record that amount in your venturer's account. So that is for what? That is amount deposited in joint bank. So how do you record? By joint bank account, how much? Guru is 5 lakh and Raju is 3 lakh. Next, see your joint venture account. So if any entry which has been transferred to venturers account. Now if you see the credit side, so here they have transferred, that is for stock taken over, we have recorded it as by Guru's account. So how do you record in your venturers account? That is here the entry will be Guru's account data to joint venture account. So in your venturers account you will record to joint venture account. So that is to joint venture account for stock taken over. So stock taken over is how much? That is by Guru 30,000. So we are done with the credits. Now coming to the debit side, here also we have an entry which has been transferred to Guru's account, right? So what is the entry? Joint venture account data to Guru's account. So in venturer's account, how do you transfer? By joint venture account. That is for what? Material supplied. By joint venture account. So here this is for Guru for material supplied 54,000. So this is what? Expenses. Now in the same way, if you see the debit side once again, so other, that is here we have transferred to Raju's account. That is to Raju's account. So how do you record in your venturer's account? By joint venture account, how much? 50,000. So by joint venture account, 50,000. That is for expenses incurred by the venturer. Next, what you have to do? So we have to transfer the profit of joint venture. So if you see this joint venture account, we had a profit which has been transferred to Guru and Raju. Now transfer this profit, that is 2,45,000 and 2,45,000. So how do you record? By joint venture account, that is for transfer of profit 2,45,000 and 2,45,000. So we are done with the credit side. So first we have recorded the amount which has been deposited in the joint bank account. Next, expenses incurred by the venturers. Next, profit which has been transferred. That is the net profit which has to be transferred from joint venture account. Next, coming to the credit side. So here also we have a debenture which has been taken over by whom? By Raju, right? So if you see the question, here the venture was closed by Raju taking over the debenture. Now the debenture has been taken over by Raju for 1,60,000. We have recorded the loss on debenture here, but we have to record for taking over of debenture. So to debenture taken over 1,60,000. Next, we have recorded entry for stock taken over by Guru. So in your debit side, so if any of the asset or liability which has been taken over, that will be recorded in the debit side of venturer's account. Whereas in credit side, you'll record the amount deposited as well as if any expenses which has been incurred, as well as will transfer the profit of joint venture account. Next, what you have to do? You have to balance both the side. So you'll balance the credit side. So credit side is of Guru is 7,99,000, whereas in debit side it is only 30,000. So you'll get a balancing figure of 7,69,000. Now this 7,69,000 has to be transferred to joint bank account, because the next account to be prepared is what? Joint bank account. In the same way, if you calculate that of Raju, so the total of Raju is 5,95,000 minus 1,60,000. So I'll get 4,35,000 as balancing figure, and this amount has to be transferred to joint bank account. So we'll get a total of 7,99,000 and 5,95,000. So this is how we are going to prepare the venturers account. Now come to the next account, that is joint bank account. So as I told, if you are familiar with recording entries in joint venture account and venturers account, it is very easy to transfer that entries to joint bank account. Now go through the first account, that is joint venture account. So see if any of the amount which has been transferred to joint bank account. Now if you see the debit side, so here we have transferred the expenses to joint bank account. So how do you record in your joint bank account? By joint venture account. So how do you record? By joint venture account. So this is for expenses. So the total expenses is 13,96,000. In the same way, if you see the debit side, any of the amount which has been transferred to joint bank account, no. Now come to the credit side. Here for the contract price received, we have transferred, that is in the form of cash. So here it is, entry is by joint bank account. So how do you record in joint bank account? To joint venture account, how much? 18 lakh. To joint venture account, contract price received 18 lakh. Now come to the next one. So and no other amount which has been transferred to joint bank account. Come to venturers account. If you see the debit side, so whether we have transferred any amount to joint bank account, so here the balancing figure has been transferred. So how do you record in your joint bank account? That is by Guru's account 7,69,000, by Raju's account 4,35,000. By Guru's account 7,69,000, by Raju's account 4,35,000. In the same way, if you come to the credit side here, so we have transferred here, that is for joint bank account, that is deposited in joint bank. So how do you record in your joint bank account? To Guru's account, to Raju's account 5 lakh and 3 lakh. So to Guru's account 5 lakh, to Raju's account 3 lakh, that is deposited amount in the joint bank account. Next, any other account? No. So there is no other joint bank account. We have already recorded. Now what you have to do? You have to balance both the side, and total of debit side should be equal to total of credit side. That is how much? 26 lakh. So this is how we are going to prepare a joint bank account. Few more accounts they have asked. So that is Meghamala account. So what is the contract price? So what you are going to record here? That is the amount which has been received from the contractors. Now what is the total contract price? So how do you record? By contractors account to Meghamala Limited account. So by contractors account, that is Guru and Raju. So the total contract price is 20 lakh. Now how this 20 lakh has been paid? That is 18 lakh in the form of cash and 2 lakh in the form of debentures. So to joint venture account, that is in the form of cash 18 lakh. Next to debenture account, how much? 2 lakh. So if you total, it's the total contract price is 20 lakh. So here a simple account that has to be prepared here. That is, first we will record the total contract price 20 lakh, and then how this contract price have been got. That is to joint venture account 18 lakh, that is in the form of cash. Next to debenture account, that is in the form of debenture, that is 2 lakh. Now coming to the next one, that is debenture account. So here, since there 2 lakh has been given in the form of debentures, out of which one of the venturer have taken over that debenture for 1,60,000. So there was a loss on debenture 40,000, right? So how to record? So the total debenture is how much? To joint venture account 2 lakh. That is debenture account data to joint venture account. So here the debenture has been given to joint venture, right? So debenture account data to joint venture account 2 lakh, but it is 1,60,000 has been taken over by Raju. So by Raju's account 1,60,000, and there was a loss on debenture. By loss on debenture account 40,000. So the total debenture is 2 lakh. Clear? So this is how you are going to prepare your debenture account. So in my next session, I'm going to continue a problem on joint venture. So we shall continue one more problem on joint venture so that you can clearly understand how we are going to prepare accounts under joint venture. So we shall take a question paper problem and solve a problem on joint venture. My dear students, in today's session, we have discussed a problem on joint venture and also we saw the format of each and every accounts that has to be prepared in joint venture. See you all in my next session. Till then, take care. Thank you.